must safeguard our space of practice, and we have witnessed that there have been a very serious infiltration of our space of practice by unqualified persons who have been duping the members of the public a lot of money and also spoiling the good name of the advocates. So therefore today we are requesting all the advocates in this country to turn up and cast their vote for the leadership that is going to steer them forward. And I also request you that as you vote, you need to remember that we are voting for a safe place of our practice, and also we are voting for the independence of the LSK and the judiciary. Kwa hivyo tunaomba sana mtokeleze na mpige kura. The position of the Law Society of Kenya and my position too has not changed, and we totally reject the establishment of the Huduma kiosks because as we indicated during the statement that was issued by the president of the LSK, it's clear that that particular initiative was done without consultation of the key stakeholders who are the members of the Law Society of Kenya, and we have also witnessed by surrendering those kiosks under the executive offices is a clear violation of the independence of the judiciary. Therefore, if there will be any establishment of those kiosks, let them be established in the court premises, because it defeats logic to have kiosks in the Huduma Center. For example, in this particular Kiambu County, we only have one Huduma Center, but we have 7 court stations. So if you wanted it to be about access to justice, it's better in the court system, in the court corridors than in the Huduma Center. Therefore, our position stands, because that is a serious threat to our space of practice, and any form, whether by the state or unstate actors, we are rejecting it, and we are taking action and demanding that the judiciary and the rule of law must be respected, and the independence of the judiciary, which is envisioned in our constitution, must be respected too.
In this election, I'm vying for LSK upcountry representative. I'm very optimistic that I am going to be one of the upcountry representatives, so that I can be the much needed voice of the places that are not heard. You know, the places like Garissa and Marsabit and other places, they have courts, we have needs, but we don't have much LSK representation from those places. And the main thing I'm hoping to do is to have more funds come from the center and serve the people at the branch level, even in the far-flung areas like Garissa and Maralal. So I thank all the lawyers turning up to vote today, and I hope they'll given me an opportunity to serve them. Sometimes in the marginalized areas, because to be honest, we are not very many there, so we don't have a lot of LSK activities, but we are improving on that. Yes, and we are hoping to do more. I'm hoping to do more in the office as an upcountry representative. Yes.
In the new leadership, yes, you say we are focusing on leaders who have shown by way of action and deed. Indeed, I can tell you, members of the press, that you have also joined us in those activities where we have taken steps to demonstrate to members of the public who actually are the advocates who are validly identified so and qualified to practice as advocates. So in this new leadership we're electing today, we have seen that they have demonstrated by action, not just by word, by action, that they are capable, and indeed they are going to sustain this fight, and we are going to be better as a society by electing and selecting these leaders who have taken that step. One of the things that we can point out clearly is that firstly, let me applaud the judiciary for taking concerted effort and steps to manage their backlog by introducing systems like the court CTS system, which is an online system that interfaces between the public and the courts. And I can see through our engagement as stakeholders that the judiciary has taken steps to try and remove this backlog, and we as stakeholders support those efforts. But now taking it to the Huduma kiosks, that is in no way going to reduce the backlog. All it does is to ensure that there's continued this inflation or infiltration of quacks into the space of practice, and they are going to now make the quality of judicial service to be watered down. If you look at the number of Huduma courts or Huduma centers in the country, and you compare to the number of the judiciary courts in the country, you cannot compare. In the country, there are about almost 170 courts, but Huduma centers are even less than 50. So if you are intending to actually increase access to justice, why don't you use the existing systems? You come to the courts, establish the kiosk. I will invite you, members of the press, today. If you walk around this court, Thika Law Courts, you will find that even the Law Society has supplied material and equipment to support the judiciary to be more reactive to members. If you go to the customer care right behind you, you'll find that Law Society of Kenya Thika chapter has donated computers. So if the government really wants to ensure that members of the public access justice, why not come and enhance the capacity of this customer care area where members of the public can come and get access? So in Kiambu County, for instance, as has been said before, there are 7 court stations as against 1 or 2 Huduma centers. Huduma Center, as has been sold to the country and to the members of the public, is a program to access executive government services. Ukitaka NTSA, nenda Huduma Center. But ukitaka kwenda kotini, enda kotini. You cannot now come to Huduma Center to get court. What if when you have a case against the government? Do you really think it will be well adjudicated? So let us use the judicial system. You have three arms of government for a reason. We have the judiciary, we have the executive, and the legislature. Why are we not saying that we establish parliament in every Huduma center? We, as a society, are also devolved. And I'm glad to say that Garissa falls under Nairobi branch of the Law Society. And after we are done with this election of 29 February 2024, on 3rd May, we'll be having elections for Nairobi branch of the Law Society of Kenya. So when that time comes, we will share a manifesto, and I hope that we'll be coming out also as advocates to participate in that election so that we can have region-specific solutions to the question of justice that cuts across the whole country. Today we are making a choice on our national leaders, but as the time comes, we know that as the way the national government has a devolved arm, we have our counties who are addressing county-specific issues. We'll also have LSK branches, which are addressing branch-specific challenges.
I'm the presiding officer for the LSK elections at the Nanyuki locals, which is polling station number 44. In this station we have 71 registered voters, and we did kick off the exercise as expected early in the morning at 8, and so far as at now we have 18 members who have cast their votes. That gives a representation of 25%. The election is comprised of 8 ballot boxes for the 8 representatives who are being elected, and the exercise will be on the whole day up to 5 o'clock. So it is only after 5 o'clock that we shall close the station and count the votes to get those who have been elected in this station. That is it for today.
So far, we've had about 50 voters who've come through. We have a register of about 224 registered voters who are supposed to come through today. And we are encouraging them to come and vote because we are open. We started voting at 10 minutes past 8, and we shall be closing at 10 minutes past 5. Yeah, so the voting will be taking place between 8 and 5. Not at the moment. The flow has been good and manageable, and the whole process is running on very smoothly. We've not had any incidences. The beauty of it is that we managed to brief the agents. We are allowing one agent per candidate, so that's why we don't have very many agents in there. And in the event that they need to probably step out or something and the other one has to come in, they just notify us and we're able to note the time that change took place. Probably they started by going to court in the morning, and probably by afternoon we will see an influx of more of them coming, having attended to their matters during the morning hours. Yeah, because that has been the general feeling even from most of the agents here, that most of the advocates had some matters in the morning and they will be coming in to vote in the afternoon. So we're just encouraging them to make time to come and exercise their right.